Tony, put that tuna sandwich away. You're waking my sensitive nose twitch, and frankly, after digging through the Rue Saint-Séverin archives, I am physically repulsed by anything feline adjacent. Oh, scholars, welcome to God-awful history with Balthazar and Tony. In the 1730s, being a printing apprentice in Paris meant eating literal scraps while the master's cats dined on roast poultry. It was a recipe for a biological and social explosion. This isn't just a folktale, it's a forensic audit of human desperation. The apprentices were pushed to the brink by sleep deprivation and hunger. They decided to turn their misery into a theatrical victory. First, they spent nights howling on the rooftops, mimicking fighting cats to ensure their masters couldn't sleep a wink. Once the masters ordered a clearance of the noisy pests, the apprentices saw their opening for a ritualized purge. Think about the anatomical mockery, Tony. The workers didn't just chase the cats away, they organized a mock trial and a literal gallows execution in the printing shop courtyard. They gathered every feline they could find, including the mistress's favorite gray cat, and subjected them to a sentencing. The ick factor here is astronomical. They treated the slaughter as a festival, erupting into hysterical laughter as they mimicked the trials of the elite. It was a symbolic way to murder the master's authority without going to the actual gallows themselves. The verdict: when the gap between the elite and the worker is filled with roast poultry for pets and rot for people, the result is a bone-chilling carnival. The massacre was a joke that only the starving could find funny. Tony made a song about this because history is easier to remember with a beat.
The masters dine on pheasant while the apprentices chew bone. In the damp and inky shadows where the printing press is grown, the favorite gray of madam sleeps on cushions made of silk, while the boys are drinking water and the cats are drinking milk. A resentment starts to simmer in the middle of the night until the starving printers decide to set the balance right. They gathered in the alleyways and howled beneath the moon, a chorus of the desperate to a jagged screeching tune. They rounded up the strays and stuffed them deep into the sacks, with the fury of the guild house riding heavy on their backs. The mistress wept in horror as they staged the mock decree, turning local feline justice into a bloody dark spree. The tiny wooden frames were built with blades of sharpened steel, a parody of power that the masters had to feel. It wasn't just a riot, it was theater of the street, where the bottom of the ladder made the upper levels retreat. A gruesome folk rebellion in the heart of old Paris, where the printers found their laughter in a violent artifice.
Leave a comment so Tony knows he's one more laundry mishap away from being demoted to archive janitor. Tell us in the comments what obscure industrial horror or police log mystery Tony should dig up next. Just keep him away from my gear. Close the vault, Tony.